have I have a confession. Oh, I haven't stopped thinking about my neighbor Daniel. That night, that tension, that heat, the way he didn't even need to. But that was days ago. I will try to forget it and try to be a good wife again. But now I'm still here, still in this condo, married, alone. My husband is out of town again. And of course, it's kind of lonely. Lawyers' conference in Ontario. Or was it Ottawa? I barely listened. I just nodded, smiled, and packed his bag. And now I'm alone again. No plans, no company, just me and this stupid leaking pipe in the bathroom. At first, I tried to fix it with a towel and some tape. I know it wasn't really that smart move, but I didn't know what to do. And so I just sat on the toilet and stared at it as if something would change. I even thought about calling that neighbor Daniel, but no, I will really try to be a good wife this time. Mm. So instead, I went online, posted on a local handyman forum, looking for someone discreet, professional, and available today. Like, I wasn't practically asking for trouble, but maybe I was. He replied, fast, short message, so direct. Oh, I like it. I told him yes, of course I was home. I'm always home. And I had exactly 1 hour to prepare, so I started cleaning. Not the bathroom. Uh, didn't even glance at the leak. I cleaned me, showered, applied my cream, chose that black silk house dress I don't wear out. That one that clings in the right places. And it lights up way too easily if I reach something. No panties, no bra. Just just in case, you know. Oh god. That oh, what was I even doing? But ever since what happened last week with that neighbor, I've been a mess. I can't stop thinking about how it felt being taken like that. I bent over, trembling, barely recognizing myself. I swear, I still feel it when I sit down. Like, oh, like I'm still home. I did honest. I wanted more. Yeah. Oh, so yeah. So that guy, the handyman, he arrived 5 minutes early. When I opened the door, God, oh, big, round tattoos on his forearms, dust still on his boots. this look in his eyes, like he knew. He asked, "Where's the leak?" His voice was low, very low. Unbothered, didn't even say hi. I turned to show him. I felt his eyes followed me the whole way. Felt the dress cling to my hips with every step, and suddenly I hoped it would ride up. Just just enough to make him wonder if I was wearing anything. Of course I wasn't. I tried to explain Lily. Honestly, yeah, I did. But he asked for something. He asked for a tool. I had no idea where my husband kept anything. So, at him, I blinked. "Mm, I don't know. I don't know. Only if my husband was here, I would know where it is." And he raised a brow, looked me over, and told me that I smelled good. So soft, like he hadn't meant to, you know, and I froze. I walked away slowly, swayed a little more than I needed to. His eyes followed me. I didn't have to look to know. And that's when it hit me. Oh, I was getting wet. How my thighs felt sticky just from the idea of him behind me. The way he'd probably take his time, or maybe not. That was the moment I knew I wasn't going to behave, t- not even a little bit. Oh, Samantha. When I looked down at my legs, he wasn't subtle about it. He was like undressing me. Could feel it, the way his hair curled up from ankle to thigh to that tiny edge of fabric, barely covering my ass. Oh, yes. Perfect choice of lingerie. Oh, he was imagining me. I could feel it. And you know what? So I was. I handed him a glass of water. His fingers brushed mine, rough, working hands, so manly. I wondered how those hands would touch every single part of me. Oh, I was loving it, especially when I purposely mentioned my husband. Oh, guys are too easy to read. I sat on the edge of the sink, legs crossed, barefoot. Oh, again, he's staring at my newly painted red toes. He looks like he's gonna eat my foot anytime. I was pretending to scroll my phone, but really, I was watching him. The way he moved in the bathroom, grunting, tight spaces, metal clicking, tools dropping. I imagined him pinning me to that tiles just once, just to shut me up. Then he called out, asking for a flashlight. Of course, I have a flashlight, but I said no. But I could hold my phone for him if needed. I turned on my phone and went closer to him. I knew he wasn't here just to fix the leak. So I walked in, phone in hand, light pointed right where he needed it. He was crouched low, shoulders flexed, hand nearly tucked between his arms. Small, steamy space smelled like metal. My vanilla perfume floated in, even sweeter. I caught him sniffing. Barely, but he did. I love the contrast. He smelled like work, and I smelled like temptation. I could have stood anywhere else, but no, I have a better plan. I stepped in so close. Our skin kissed, and when I leaned in beside him, I made sure his arm brushed up against the underside of my thigh. Oh, I pushed even harder, pretending I didn't notice. Well, he grunted deep in his throat. Maybe, maybe he knew what he was doing. But, but I definitely knew what I was doing. And I was loving this little game. His hand reached under the pipe, a little turn, a twist, and that same hand grazed higher on my leg, rough fingertips like sandpaper over satin. And I didn't move, of course. Not. I tilted the phone light lower, then dropped it just a little. Oops. I bent down further to just my ass brushing his arm now, my breath feathering his oh God. I was doing it again. That thing I swore I'd stop. But how could I, with a man like that, working on his knees, right there in front of me, smelling like sweat and sin? Sometimes housewives like to be dirty too. And me, no bra, no panties, in my little silk house dress, already down between the legs. I bit my lip hard. Just being near him was making me ache. And the worst part, hadn't even touched me yet. Not properly. Not really. But maybe I'd let him. No names, no promises. Just this one dirty little secret. He stood up, tool in one hand, other hand brushing dust off his jeans, but his eyes didn't leave my body. Oh, oh, I was thinking there was no way that you're gonna go out here without doing the real job. I was bent down to the sink to tidy up the mess, but of course, I chose the best angle. I bent over in front of him. Then he said something like, "It's not just the pipe that's dripping in this place." Oh God, that smug voice, rough and hot. I should have laughed or slapped him or at least looked offended. But instead, I whispered, "Then maybe you should fix me too." But of course, I was a little hesitant, a little shy. Oh, but oh, he dropped the wrench. The sound echoed, but all I heard was my my own heartbeat. I feel like my blood is rushing to my head. His fingers dug into my hips, like he already knew I'd let him. I didn't resist. I've been waiting for him since I opened that door. Oh, no, no, no. I was actually waiting for him even before seeing him. From the time I booked that service, no permission needed. And God, the way I tilted toward him and the way he reacted to it, I loved it. I loved seeing every reaction I was getting. That's exactly what I needed. I need a man's heat. A man's heat, yes. And that's what I've been longing for. I was supposed to say no. I should have said no, but instead, I braced myself against the stick, back arching, offering, presenting. Oh, Samantha, what the hell are you doing? I don't know, but really, whatever that was, I was enjoying it. His body brushed mine unhurried, daring to see how much I'd surrender. And my legs were trembling, fingers gripping the cold porcelain of the sink, the same where my husband used to take his time, familiar and tender, where I'd close my eyes and feel safe. But this, ah, this is different. I wasn't safe, and I didn't want to be. This is new, unforgiving, hungry. Oh, the guilt. The guilt. It was starting to hit me. I kept thinking maybe if I don't say it loud, it won't count. Maybe if it's quick, if I don't kiss him, oh, if I don't, if I don't ask his name, then maybe it's not cheating, right? But yeah, really, I shouldn't be doing this. And he still hadn't taken me. Not yet. Just grinding against me hard, but and cruel, like he was making a point, and maybe he was. That he could make me this wet, this breathless, without even slipping inside. And God, it worked. His grip tightened on my hips, not rough, but firm, claiming he still wasn't inside me, not yet. But God, the way he held me, like he already owned every part of me. And that's when it happened. Something snapped, and I stopped thinking about the rules, the promises, and the ring on my finger. I stopped pretending. And the bad girl in me took over. I leaned into his ear, pulled him a little bit, heart racing, legs trembling, while holding him tight. I whispered something no good wife should ever say.